Hello Aquarius, hope you're all doing well today. This is your love advice reading from the 17th of March right the way through until about the 31st. I always try and focus on you on these readings because at the end of the day you're the most important person. And and I think, let's get you right and then everything sort of flows from that a little bit, hopefully. So I hope this makes sense to you and thank you for watching. Okay, the first card you've got is the Two of Swords. Now, I like this card because it can also mean that you have like people pecking at your head, people who try to tell you, people who try to give you advice, people who think they know best. And this could also be obviously as well that you have two different directions to go in, or you have two different ways of looking at this. But it is, in all fairness, a very much a card of stuck. And sometimes it is very, very hard to make decisions. We can get a little bit stuck, we can get a little bit in our own heads sometimes. And if you look at the next card, we have the Fool reversed. And I think sometimes we can be very, very scared of making the wrong decision. We can be very scared of like putting ourselves out there as well. And I think we're always caught, with this Fool, we let's put that the right way up for a minute. It always works out, whatever silly things we do in life, no matter whether we go on dates and we find out like that person wasn't so great, or we take jobs and then think afterwards maybe we shouldn't have done that, that wasn't a nice place. It's all a bit of a learning curve really, to some extent, and we don't know really where we're going to end up, but we still need to take chances and put ourselves out there and sort of plod on a little bit really. It's all sort of life experience, it's all a learning curve. We're always caught, there's nothing majorly drastic happens to us. And I think, we should be taking chances. And the way I would look at this, Aquarius, really, is sort of come out your own head a little bit. We're not meant to isolate, and I think sometimes as well, we've got to maybe take a chance on a relationship, because at the end of the day, you don't know how this is going to go. Don't know whether this person's going to marry you. Don't know whether it's going to last for a week. But either way or again, I would say believe in yourself a little bit. And whether again you talk yourself out of things, as in it's not going to work, or who would stay with me. Looking at some of the other cards as well, this could be a little bit like self-esteem. And you are good enough and things will work out. And sometimes we can get a bit too battered by things that we don't want to take chances. And I would say, looking at this, it is important that you do, and see it as like whatever's gone wrong in the past, then hey ho, there's a better person out there and there's better relationships out there, but we don't know until we take chances, is what I want to say to you. Okay, the next card you've got from that is the Page of Pentacles, and this is very much about like having a pentacle, if you want to call that a seed. But we've got to plant this thing, we've got to shove it in the ground, we've got to water it, we've got to tend to it, we've got to let this build, we've got to let this grow into something that is going to be like, again, leads to a marriage, leads to something long term, leads to children, leads to happiness, but we have this seed and we've got to put the work in. And also Pentacle cards are very much a very slow moving energy. There's something that builds and grows over time. It's not a quick result that you go on a date and you're married next Tuesday. It just doesn't happen like that. Everything needs a little bit of care and a little bit of attention to sort of get you to that place. And it is very much persevering, stick at it, keep going on the dates, keep turning up, keep putting the work in at the dating site, whatever you're doing to give you these results, because it will come. But again, this also comes from you, taking a bit of a chance and sticking with it and persevering, and we all sort of get there in the end, if you will. I don't want to sound all negative here, but come on, I'm willing you on a little bit here. The last card you've got is the Seven of Cups. And again, whether you have been on dating sites, whether there is plenty of options there, then hey ho, take these risks and get on these dates. If also you've got a few people interested in you, then hey ho, you go out there and date as many as you can. There's 7 days in a week. There is maybe 7 men, or equally 7 women. But you've got to some extent, the same old what's the expression, suck it and see, you really have. You get out there and try, Aquarius. I really willing you in for this over the next couple of weeks. All right. The last card you've got, this is from the Whispers of Love Oracle, and this is love who you are. And and sometimes we can so beat ourselves up a little bit that we're not good enough, or we're too fat, or we're too this, or we don't look right, or we've got two heads, or who's gonna love us, or who's interested. And that is so untrue. And again, you've just honestly got to believe in yourself a little bit, work on yourself, and take a chance in life. You really have. And everything really comes from these chances and these opportunities, and from you putting the work in. And that's pretty much across the board in your life, to every job you're ever going to have, or any relationship you're ever going to have. It is all comes from you trying, putting this work in, and believing in yourself, and thinking, do you know what, I deserve to be happy, and I deserve this happiness. And it so starts with you, Aquarius. It really does. So I hope this made sense to you. I hope that resonated. I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Just jump off the bridge, Aquarius. What's the worst that could happen? Seriously. I'll see you in a fortnight, and thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.